A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+. English, that's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to A+ English. I'm Pat.
And I'm Elsie.
And we're on day 2 of our story article, Miss Nelson is Missing. Now, we found there were some terrible kids in a class yesterday, and their teacher, Miss Nelson, she thought something had to change. The next day, a new teacher came. And that brings us to today's warm-up question. Which teacher didn't you like? What was bad about them?
什么老师我不喜欢，然后呢，他们到底有多糟糕？ Actually, I didn't really dislike any teachers when I was in school, but there was one that was in junior high school I just couldn't get along with. She wasn't bad, she was just pretty strict.
Ah, yes, it's easy to not like the strict teachers. I'm trying to remember some of my school teachers. I don't think there was any I didn't like. I just remember a few university teachers who I did and didn't like. I never liked the ones, all they did was just read what was in the handout, the piece of paper you could get in the class. That's boring. Why do I need to listen to it for an hour if I can just take the handout and go? If they're adding stuff, yes, I like it. If they're not, ooh, not very interesting. So those teachers do stand out a little more. But who is this new teacher, Miss Viola Swamp, and how will she handle the kids? Let's find out in day 2 of our article.
Miss Nelson is missing. Warm-up question. Which teacher didn't you like? What was bad about them?
Where is Miss Nelson?
Asked the class.
Never mind that.
Snapped Miss Swamp.
Open your math books.
Miss Swamp was a real witch. She put them to work right away.
There will be no story hour. Shut your mouths. Sit perfectly still. Misbehave, and you'll be sorry,
she said. Days went by, and Miss Nelson was still absent from school. The kids missed her. Some of them went to the police, but they weren't much help. Other kids went to Miss Nelson's house. They didn't see her, but they did see Miss Swamp outside. They ran away before she could give them more homework.
Word power.
Shut, 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 shut. Kevin shut his mouth after Gretchen told him to be quiet in the library. Kevin shut his mouth after Gretchen told him to be quiet in the library. Still, still. The cat likes to lie still on the couch for hours. The cat likes to lie still on the couch for hours. Absent, absent. Lisa is absent from work today because she is sick at home. Lisa is absent from work today because she is sick at home. Miss, miss. I miss my grandmother a lot. She died last year. I miss my grandmother a lot. She died last year.
认识字汇
snap, snap. Which, misbehave, misbehave.
So the article starts where we left off with this class meeting Miss Swamp, and they want to know what's going on. They ask, "Where is Miss Nelson?" asked the class.
OK， 这班的学生就问啦 ，Miss Nelson 在哪里 ？Where is she?
Well, she answers, but not exactly answering their question. She just gives them an answer. She says, "Never mind that," snapped Miss Swamp.
Never mind 这个片语的意思呢，代表别提了，没什么。所以 never mind that 代表就是呢 ，Miss Swamp 跟同学说，不要再问 Miss Nelson 在哪边了。
Yeah, never mind doesn't mean, it can mean don't think about it, don't worry about it. But here she's being a bit meaner. She's saying, it's not important. It doesn't matter to you where she is. I'm in charge now. And because she's saying that in a strong way, we know she's not just saying it, she's snapping it.
没错 ，snap 这个动词呢，代表突然发怒、发火。那过去式呢，就是我们课文里面用到的 snap， 重复字尾 p 再加 ed。
Yeah, if you snap at someone, you say it in a quick, sharp, angry way to kind of show that, you don't want to be bothered, you're not going to answer this question, you're not in a good mood. So she snaps at them, and what else happens? We see in the article that it says, open your maths books. Sorry, I say maths because in the UK, we say maths with an S, not math without it. So I often kind of say it in the British way. But Miss Swamp is just saying, don't ask about your old teacher, get on with your work.
没错，他就直接进入正题，说打开你的数学课本。然后呢？
Well, she's pretty tough on them. Let's see what happens next. Well, we describe her or how the kids feel. Miss Swamp was a real witch. That's not very nice.
So witch 这个字代表讨厌而且丑陋的女人，或者是故事当中的女巫，我们也会叫她们 witch。那 Miss Swamp 她真的是一个讨厌而且丑陋的女人。Wow.
A witch in a story is often an evil old woman who does magic. You see them in Disney stories. The word can be used to describe a kind of a mean older woman, but we shouldn't really use that word. It's very impolite. It's very rude. Don't say real people are witches.
Okay, but she's kind of mean to the kids, right?
Well, they deserve it, but let's see what she does. In the next sentence, we have, she put them to work right away. So no fun, no games, get on with things.
Put somebody to something 代表让某人马上去做某件事情。那这边是 Miss Swamp 要他们工作，也就是学习，马上要去学东西。
Right. To put someone to something means to give them that thing to do. It's a job, it's a piece of work, and generally you're not giving them a choice. You're saying, this is what you have to do it. And she did it right away.
Right away 代表立刻马上，当然我们可以用我们学过的这个副词 immediately 来说。
Yeah, right away or straight away or immediately, they all mean the same thing. No waiting, no delays, just start right now. Okay, let's see the next part of the article, and we see the sentence says, this is her talking, there will be no story hour.
不会再有故事时间了。Okay, then I think the kids should be happy, right?
Well, story hour is a time they can sit there and kind of not do anything. So she's taking away the fun things. What else
thought they didn't like story time.
I think they liked it because they could be rude and not do any work. But if there's no story hour, more work. What else does she say? In the article, it says, shut your mouths.
Okay, shut 这个动词呢，代表的是关上、闭上，所以这里 shut your mouths 当然代表就是把嘴关上，闭嘴的意思。那 shut 这个动词呢，它是三态同形的 shut 要特别注意。那比较直接一点，我们说 shut your mouth 或是 shut up。那如果是比较委婉一点，我们可以说 close your mouth。再有礼貌一点 ，please close your mouth。那再来 shut 也可以指的是把东西关上，像是 shut the door 把门关上。那课文例句给的是呢 Kevin shut his mouth after Gretchen told him to be quiet in the library。在 Gretchen 告诉 Kevin 图书馆里面要保持安静之后，他就把嘴闭上了。
Yes, shut means close. So you can see what it means when she says shut your mouths, or if we tell someone to shut up. We might say close your mouth if someone is maybe talking when they're eating. It's a bit more polite, but yeah, shut your mouth, shut up. That's a pretty strong way to tell somebody not to talk. Let's see what else Miss Swamp says to them in the next sentence in the article. She says, sit perfectly still.Sit
perfectly still. Still 这边当作形容词来用哦，代表静止的、不动的。所以 sit still 那就是坐着不要动。Sit perfectly still 那就是坐着完全不要动。那如果是 stand still 那就代表站着不要动。那有一种水呢叫做 still water， 代表一般不含气泡、静止的水。那相反有气泡的水我们会说 sparkling water。那例句呢我们可以说 The cat likes to lie still on the couch for hours， 代表这只猫咪喜欢躺在沙发上一动也不动好几个小时。
So still, of course, means without moving. You could lie still, sit still, stand still, all of that kind of stuff. As long as you don't move, it's all fine. So she's saying perfectly still, which means you can't even move a few centimeters. And there's more. We see Miss Swab also says, misbehave, and you'll be sorry, she said. That's pretty strong.
Misbehave 这个动词代表行为不端，举止不检点。那相反字就是 behave， 把你的字首 mis 拿掉就变相反字了。所以呢，父母老师可能会跟你说 behave， 你要乖哦 ，or behave yourself。也是叫你行为举止要表现端正。那这边呢 Swamp 老师他说行为举止不端正的话你就会有遗憾 You'll be sorry.
Yes, that means she'll punish them. MIS, you can put that in front of some verbs to turn them into the negative, the opposite meaning. Behave, misbehave. Also, understand, misunderstand. You don't understand something properly instead of you do understand what somebody is talking about. So this seems to work and the students behave. We see in the next sentence of the article that days went by and Miss Nelson was still absent from school.
Absent 这个形容词呢代表缺席的不在的所以几天过去了 Miss Nelson 还是没有到学校来哦 Be absent from school 那就是上学缺席没有到学校去 Be absent from work 那就是上班缺席所以我们这边也可以说 Miss Nelson is absent from work 那再来呢我们可以说 She has been absent from work for a week I'm really worried about her 代表她已经一周没上班我很担心她那有一个复合形容词叫做 absent-minded 它的意思就是心不在焉的好啦那课文例句给的是呢Lisa is absent from work today because she is sick at home 代表 Lisa 今天没有去上班了因为她身体不适待在家里面
Right, the opposite of absent is present. If you're present, you are there. You're where you're expected to be. So often at the start of the class, the teacher will go down all the names in the list. Who is present? Who is absent? If someone's absent, they should have a good reason. So Miss Nelson's not at school, wondering, so what might have happened? But one thing we do find out is in the next sentence that the kids missed her.
Oh, really? 这边的 miss 这个动词呢，代表想念、怀念。孩子们都好想念 Miss Nelson. Miss somebody 那就是想念、怀念某人。I miss you so much 代表我好想念你哦。那 miss 这个动词呢，也可以当作错过。像是呢，我们可以说 I missed the train this morning, so I was late for work. 代表我今天早上错过火车，所以我上班迟到了。那另外呢 Miss 也可以当作小姐， Miss Nelson 你可以叫她 Nelson 小姐，或是她的场合在学校里面，所以你要叫她 Nelson 老师。那再来呢，课文例句给的是 I miss my grandmother a lot. She died last year. 代表呢，我很想念我的奶奶，因为她去年过世了。
Yeah, we'll talk about this idea of missing people and places tomorrow. For now, let's just say that we do miss a lot of things like that and leave it there. What's important to know is that the kids, they think, oh, I want Miss Nelson to come back. She was nice and Miss Swamp is really mean.
But it's their fault for misbehaving.
Exactly. I hope they have learned their lesson. Well, next we see that they're not just waiting for her to come back, they're taking action. It says some of them went to the police, but they, meaning the police, weren't much help.
OK, 有些学生还是出动去找警察哦，这么严重，但是警察没有帮上什么忙。So, I guess they really want her back.
Right, they go to the police, say she's missing, look for her, but nothing there. What else happens? We see in the next sentence of the article, other kids went to Miss Nelson's house.
其他小孩呢，则是去 Miss Nelson 的家找她 and what did they find?
Well, the next sentence in the article says they didn't see her, but they did see Miss Swamp outside.
OK, 所以他们没有看见 Miss Nelson, 但是他们看见了 Miss Swamp 站在外面。Oh no.
Yeah, but what is she doing there? Think about it. What we do know as we see in the article, they ran away before she could give them more homework.
So she came to give them more homework?
Maybe.
从属连接词呢有 before 还有 after， 当然还有更多。那我们今天先看这两个。Before 呢代表的是某事发生之前， after 代表某事发生之后。那我们现在先进 Magic Box 听讲师讲解从属连接词的用法。
Magic
Box。Hello， 大家好，我是 Isaac。今天呢，要来介绍给大家认识两个非常实用的从属连接词哦。那大家猜猜看是哪两个？没错，就是 before 以及 after。那在介绍这两个字之前呢，先帮大家复习一下从属连接词的这个使用规则。那从属连接词呢，必须要用来连接两个完整的子句。如果呢，今天从属子句放在句首的话，那我们中间呢得要加上一个逗点来把两个句子隔开。那如果今天呢是放在句中的话呢，则是前面不用加上逗点。那大家要记得哦，就是从属子句呢是不可以单独存在的。那今天呢要介绍给大家的呢就是 before。那 before 这个字呢的意思就是在点点点之前。那 after 呢则表示为在点点点之后。那我们来造一个 before 的例句哦。Before I go to bed every day, I always brush my teeth and put on my pajamas. 每天上床前呢，就是我都会刷牙以及换上睡衣。那在这边呢，因为我们 before 后面接的子句呢，就是一个从属子句，那我们把它放在句首，所以我们的中间呢有加上了一个逗点。那当然呢，你也可以把这句呢把它改成 I always brush my teeth and put on my pajamas before I go to bed every day. 那如果从属子句呢放在句中的话，像刚刚那个例句的话，我们这边呢就不用加上逗点咯，这是非常简单。那我们来考考大家啊，就是呢，今天如果你要说用 after 表示你回家后，要记得拖地板，那英文该怎么说呢？没错，其实就是 After you come home, you need to mop the floor. 记得中间呢要加上一个逗点哦。又或者呢，其实你也可以把 after 这个句子呢 ，after 这个从属子句呢，把它放在句中，那就可以变成 You need to mop the floor after you come home. 那这样子也是 OK 的哦。只不过大家记得，如果从属子句放在句首的话，中间加上逗点；那如果放在句中的话呢，就是不用。好啦，那希望你们今天有学起来 before 及 after 的用法。那我们下次见，拜拜。
Okay, back to the article. 在老师呢还来不及给他们更多作业之前，他们就赶快跑走了。那这边的老师指的是 Miss
Swamp。Yeah, they don't want to get more homework from her. I guess they didn't think why Miss Swamp was at Miss Nelson's house. We'll go back to that tomorrow, but right now we're at the end of part 2 of this story, so let's go to today's review time activity. So for our review activity, you should see on your screens a little crossword puzzle that we have made using today's word power. So I'm going to give Elsie the clues and let's see if she can fill them in. So one across, this is to not be present in class or at work.
Okay, 所以第一个横的，对不对？它呢代表的是没有在学校或是没有在工作的地方，也就是缺席的。那我们会用哪个形容词呢？Absent?
Yes, indeed. If you're not present, you're absent. So we've now got a clue for number 2. We know the last letter is a T. So let's see if we can get this one. The clue is to close.
OK， 要关上东西或是关上嘴巴，要用哪一个字呢？同学们应该很熟悉。那它是第二个往下走的字尾呢，已经从刚刚的 absent 那个 t 看出来了，所以呢，这个字叫做 shut, S-H-U-T。
That's right. Next we're going to go for number 3 because it's a short one and it should be easy. And this is to feel sad because someone isn't there. How do you feel about them?
I feel sad, I feel upset. I also, miss them a lot, right? Miss 这个动作，那它是第三个横向的 M-I-S-S, miss.
Right. So now we have 2 clues to help us finish off 4 down. Let's look at the clue for this one. This is without moving. And we know it begins with S and it's got an I as its third letter. Should be easy.
对，不移动，也就是静止。那静止的 still, S-T-I-L-L.
That is right. So then we've finished our crossword puzzle. I hope you guys got it just as fast as we did or faster. But that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. For A+ English, I'm Pat.
I'm Elsie.
And we'll see you tomorrow for part 3. Bye.
Bye.
Miss Nelson is missing. Warm-up question. Which teacher didn't you like? What was bad about them?
Where is Miss Nelson?
Asked the class.
Never mind that.
Snapped Miss Swamp.
Open your math books.
Miss Swamp was a real witch. She put them to work right away.
There will be no story hour. Shut your mouths. Sit perfectly still. Misbehave, and you'll be sorry,
she said. Days went by, and Miss Nelson was still absent from school. The kids missed her. Some of them went to the police, but they weren't much help. Other kids went to Miss Nelson's house. They didn't see her, but they did see Miss Swamp outside. They ran away before she could give them more homework.
Word power.
Shut, 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 shut. Kevin shut his mouth after Gretchen told him to be quiet in the library. Kevin shut his mouth after Gretchen told him to be quiet in the library. Still, still. The cat likes to lie still on the couch for hours. The cat likes to lie still on the couch for hours. Absent, absent. Lisa is absent from work today because she is sick at home. Lisa is absent from work today because she is sick at home. Miss, miss. I miss my grandmother a lot. She died last year. I miss my grandmother a lot. She died last year.
认识字汇
snap snap. Which, misbehave,